Sacramento County is scrambling to find dollars to keep former homeless people in their homes. Supervisors approved $1 million to keep hundreds under shelter and another $700,000 to repay landlords for any overdue rent that is due. Fox 40's Mason Morrow joining us live now with more on what those supervisors approved. Mason, not very long ago.
Yeah, Nikki and Eric, county supervisors said in their board meeting tonight their longtime partner, Sacramento Self-Help Housing, is way behind on its rent payments, so they decided to go ahead and end that contract with the longtime partner. But right now, tonight, they decided to allocate or redirect $1 million to those tenants to make sure they stay in their homes.
Trying to fix something that kind of took you by surprise.
A quick fix to keep hundreds of once homeless people in Sacramento County from the threat of looming eviction.
What's a stopgap measure to make sure that those folks aren't put on the streets?
$1 million approved by Sacramento County supervisors to keep tenants in their homes for now.
We're trying to build on what we have, not lose footing.
And $700,000 to pay back partner property owners for late rent payments and damage costs.
Expenses went up. As well as fundraising dropped off. It put us in a financial debt and hole that seems very difficult to get out of.
Fox 40 News sat down with Ethan Evans, the newly elected chair of Sacramento Self-Help Housing. The nonprofit welcomes money from the county and other fundraising cash to pay landlords the difference in rent on a reduced rate for low-income tenants. Supervisor Sue Frost says the organization is 2 years behind on its audits and can't cover the costs of rent and other payments.
Just aren't able to keep up with the need at this point.
It's a mess all the way around.
Bob Erlenbush, an advocate for the Sacramento area unhoused, says there are several unanswered questions surrounding the $1 million investment.
How many people does that cover? Are people getting evicted?
Questions nearly 600 tenants asked themselves tonight with the thought of displacement at the doorstep. There was one woman who called in to the end of the meeting during public comment. She said she's a provider, and she told the supervisors that she's received several text messages over the past few days from tenants who say they are a part of this program, who tell her that they've already been evicted or have been told they're going to be evicted soon. Now back to the county, they said their priority right now is to go ahead and not just find one provider, but several providers to help fill that void to make sure that none of these tenants are back out on the streets. Reporting live in Sacramento, covering local news that matters, I'm Mason Morrow, Fox 40 News.